Hi everyone, happy solstice. Today, it started yesterday actually. I have every cell in my body is telling me to open a pipe and to do a pipe ceremony for this winter solstice. This is not something I've done in a very long time, probably about 9 years was the last time I opened my pipe. And so it feels very special, and it was almost like Christmas for me, taking down my toolbox and opening it up and seeing all my wonderful pipe mesa stuff and holding my pipe again. So I have not yet put my pipe together. I do that when I start my pipe ceremony, but I wanted to share with all of you my teachings on this year's solstice. It appears to be the theme that's come to me, or the words that have been used, was deception. And so deception is a rather interesting thing. There's a lot of negativity and a lot of, oh, that sounds like a real downer. And it's not really about a downer. It's just about realizing that, hey, there's a lot going on in our world right now. There's a lot going on in our personal lives right now that we don't seem to be wanting to look at, or we're wanting to deceive ourselves about. It's kind of like one of my favorite sayings, and I shouldn't even admit this on camera, is denial is my friend. Because, that which I don't look at, it's like, I can just pretend that doesn't exist and I can just carry on. And I like to be a really happy-go-lucky person, so I don't really like to look at those negative little things or bring them into the light or deal with them. And so there's a little thing of my truth. But this year, that's what this is about. It's about looking into what we know, okay? And then when I say looking, I'm not talking about looking with these eyes. I'm talking about looking with these eyes. And I mean, how many times have you had the experience where somebody comes to you and they tell you the truth? They tell you this truth, or maybe it's something that involved you, or maybe they've been deceiving you or thinking they've been deceiving you. And they tell you this truth of themselves and you're like, I already knew that. And on some level, we know. We're not often deceived. Our dreams tell us, our angels tell us, our higher powers tell us. We're not living a life unspoken to or unbeknownst. I find it very unlikely that a person's really surprised, because I think when you really focus in and you live a life that's rather in tune, you just know the truths. And sometimes you don't speak that you know the truth, and sometimes you don't know outwardly, but then when you hear the truth, you get this little voice that says, oh, I knew that. And so that's what this year's about. It's about clarity. It's about calling for clarity. It's about, bringing light to the things that were just maybe, that need light, that need to be spoken to and looked at. And it's about learning that skill within ourselves. How do we hone in on seeing things that are maybe out of our perception, out of our awareness, like immediate awareness? How do we look at those things within ourselves? Like, what have we been deceiving ourselves about? And just bringing them to the light, just bringing them up, having a look at them, saying, oh, and really honoring ourselves and knowing that, we're great people. And I guess really getting to know ourselves. I mean, a lot of times there's lots of things I sort of sit back and I go, why am I doing this? I recently, had an experience. Because I'm working right now with my husband, learning to be a cabinet maker, which is a really hard task for me. It's not a God-given gift by any means. And I had to really sit back and say, why am I doing this? And at first it didn't come to me. It took me a little while to really understand, why did I step into this path? And why do I continue to torment myself in such a way? But there are lots of pieces about that decision that meet with my soul that really make me happy. And so I have lots of whys, but I had to pause and really kind of go within and say, why is this? Why? And just sort of listen to those pieces within inside. So this year, I think it's really a season of opening up to finding clarity. And the truth always comes. We are never with in a space on this planet where we cannot hear truth, where we cannot find truth. I believe that, the greatest power on this planet is love. And it's love we have love within us. We are love. We can give love. We can receive love. And love is governing all the creations on this planet. The vibration of love is really found in all the creations on this planet. And so if love is our governing force, love would not have us be out of truth. Truth is part of love. Truth takes courage. Courage equates love. So that's my wisdom. That's what I'm taught. Those are the things that are coming to me that I wanted to share. I didn't want another solstice to go by without saying something. The solstices are very important to me. I do take time to celebrate them. My house right now is in a huge, entire mess, and I honestly should be cleaning it. But I have the house to myself. I told my boss I wanted this week off to get ready for Christmas. And for me, preparing for Christmas is listening to that inner voice. Every cell in my body said, do a pipe ceremony. And so today I'm opening a pipe, and I'm going to ask and set the intention that clarity be given to all, and that we give and we share love to each other. And that's my pipe intention. Happy solstice, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for celebrating with me. Cheers.